In this episode of 11.1 Questions, I met up with Mike Johnson in Fort Worth, Texas. I first saw Mike on season 15 of The Bachelorette and immediately knew I loved the guy. He's known for being kind, tall, dark, and handsome. No, like this guy is crazy handsome. You don't even get it. Anyways, you can check out the full BeatBox bar tour episode with Mike on our YouTube channel now. Here's our exclusive interview.
Mike.
What's up, man?
How's it going, man? So good to meet you.
You as well.
Thanks for joining us.
I like the Texas representing.
Well, dude, you were supposed to also wear this. And now
I know.
I'm out
but
here.
One of us is representing. You look great.
Oh, thank you. You're the real Texan, so I thought you were going to come a little bit spruced up, but you look great. And
real Texan, this is how real Texas is.
True. You down to grab some BeatBox?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome, man. Nice to meet you.
I'm Mike.
This is Mike. We're actually brothers.
Oh.
Yes.
Same mom and dad.
Yep, yeah.
Love it.
Awesome.
I love it.
So you guys serve BeatBox, right?
Yes, we do.
And what kind of flavors do you have?
We have the fruit punch and the mango.
Perfect. All right, so here we have the fruit punch and mango flavors.
Okay.
And, you know, there's different flavors for everybody. What's your typical go-to drink?
Fruit punch, probably.
Fruit punch? Okay.
Yeah.
Fruit punch it is. It's on him, by the way.
Okay, perfect.
Just killing a little brother.
Yeah, right? Come on, bro. And you can drink on the street here because it's open
Yes,
container.
anywhere you see this big road, y'all are good to walk with drinks.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
See, that's why Texas is so cool, because you can do that. Like, seriously, like, you can do that in Texas. No big deal. Hey, es muy bonita. Es perfecto. Sí.
This guy. All right, bro. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a little try, give it a little sip, and I want your honest feedback.
Okay.
Like, genuinely, like if you hate it, that's fine. That's totally cool.
Okay. I will.
To give you a little information about this, this is 11.1 orange wine based drink. It is very strong, so I'm gonna be pacing myself because I have to drink at multiple bars today, so I will not be drinking the full thing.
Oh man, what a terrible job.
I know, poor me, right?
Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Thoughts?
I like it.
You like it?
This is like scary good though.
Right?
That's what this is. This is kind of scary good. What up?
Right? That's one of our best like selling flavors.
Yeah, this is kind of scary good.
Yeah,
that's
like
what this is. Yeah, that's what this is right here.
Love
this
it.
is scary good, for sure.
Well, you want to sit down and talk for a little bit?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
100% this is scary good. Yeah, 100%.
Let me hear a bit about your Texas story, because from what I know, you're like a Texas boy through and through.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
So grown up here, born and raised?
Yeah, I was born in Fort Hood, or now like Fort Cavazos, I think that's what they call it now.
New name?
Yeah, and so Killeen.
Okay,
Killeen?
yeah.
So I was born in Killeen, and then we moved down. We moved all around Texas. I lived everywhere in Texas, from San Antonio, Irving, Dallas, Grand Prairie, Arlington, Houston. Haven't lived in Houston yet.
Okay, is that next?
Yeah, got it. I don't know, man. We'll see one day. It's too many floods.
Yeah.
No offense to my Houston people. It's just too many floods out there. Then they represent the Texans, not the Cowboys.
Okay, that's a problem.
I'm a Cowboy for sure.
Okay.
100%. I'm gonna keep drinking though. This is good.
Yeah, please do, man. Drink away. I know it's 11 a.m., so.
5 o'clock somewhere. I mean, seriously.
Right.
5 o'clock somewhere.
And so my first introduction to you was through The Bachelorette. And I know that you've probably been asked a million times about that, but like, what was that process like? Because that was around how many years ago? Like 4 or 5?
Yeah, 2019. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Actually, wow, that's crazy that you say that. We're here with BeatBox talking about BeatBox in Texas, and for The Bachelorette, I had to go all over Texas.
Yeah.
Like my very first interview, I had to go up to Houston to the SeaWorld out there. I knew it was gonna be a great day. I go up there. I'm a disabled veteran, so I have like DV plates. That's what we call it.
Thank you for your service, by the way. I was meaning to say that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. We're at a water park in Houston. I try to park no parking spots, so I park in a handicap spot.
Okay.
And a dude comes up. He's like, "Hey, can I park there?" As I'm parked there, and I'm like, "Yeah, no big deal, right?" And I do it all the time because like I'm not physically disabled, and so the guy, it was his dad that was driving the car, and the guy that was participating was in a wheelchair.
Okay.
And I was like, hell yeah, bro, that's what I'm talking about. Like, what's up, homie? I had never seen the show prior.
Yeah. Oh, really?
But it just made me,
Wow.
I seen the one episode.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I seen one episode. I saw one episode. Let me tell you this, I was in San Antonio. I'm gonna go back to the main story.
Yeah.
So I was in San Antonio, I lived downtown, and I wore a suit every day. I was a financial advisor. And my neighbor thought I was an escort. Like, out of all jobs, she thought I was an escort.
Because you were so handsome.
And wore a suit.
Okay.
And I was like,
that's escort.
I can't be a doctor? Like, I don't know if
A face like that?
nurses.
No. You could be a doctor as well.
Yeah, it'd be a doctor.
It might be a little
escort,
complicated if
yeah.
you're like the handsome doctor, though.
If I was an escort, I would have a nicer place. Just put it like that.
Facts.
Take it how you want to take it. Take it how you want to take it. But one of my friends at that apartment complex, she was like, hey, we're having a bachelor party. And I was thinking like someone was getting married. Well, we go over there and it was the Bachelorette.
And that was your first like experience.
That was my first time I ever seen Chris Harrison on TV.
Wow.
Ever seen like, oh, there's one person and 30 people try to holler at them. I rose. That was my first experience ever of seeing it. Only saw one episode and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And she told me I was gonna be on the show one day. And like literally, it was kismet because I threw my phone one day at work, not gonna lie. I threw my phone and
We've all had one of those days.
yeah, my friend was like, what's wrong with you? And I said, I just wanted to be in a relationship.
Well, I want to tell you something. I want to interrupt about your party that you went to, that Bachelor watch party, because I would watch you at Bachelorette watch parties in Brooklyn when I lived there.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
you
so
didn't hear that. It's crazy.
So
man.
like
It's so-
knowing that, like I don't think like people on reality TV sometimes understand the gravity in the moment of like how big this is, because like
That's crazy.
there are bars dedicated to watching you and everybody is cheering for you.
That's crazy.
In
No.
Brooklyn, like it was like a thing that we did there.
My stepbrother lived in Brooklyn during the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you probably seen him out having a beer somewhere.
Yeah, right.
Hopefully having a beatbox somewhere.
And I think some people from your season actually came to that bar and like hung out there one night.
Peter, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
I'm sure Peter. I'm
yeah,
sure Peter.
Yeah.
Peter, Dustin. Yeah, I'm sure they were there.
Right.
Clay.
Right.
Yeah.
But you were always like a fan favorite, especially to me, because like me and my friend group was like me and like 5 of my best girlfriends, and like we would watch you and we were like all rooting for you, and like
I appreciate that.
yeah, you were just awesome, and we were really gunning for you to be the Bachelor, as a lot of people were online. That was a big thing,
Yeah.
right? What are your thoughts on that?
I'm so happy that I have my girlfriend now.
Yeah.
That was also, 2 years ago versus 5 years ago.
Right.
So at the time, I never even knew there was a position like that you can be the Bachelor or Bachelorette. I went on the show thinking, oh, you find love. I didn't know how that one position was filled.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was that novice and that raw, I guess you could say.
Right.
And one of the producers said, you're the first person to ever wear a do-rag on here. I was like, really? No big deal to me, but
Yeah, that's because you're authentic. Like you going in kind of blind like that is exactly what I wish for every reality show ever.
it's harder, man.
Yeah.
It's only getting harder, right?
It's gotten
social
different.
media
Yeah.
is just making things more difficult. Even if I hadn't heard of The Bachelorette, I've heard of some reality TV show, And so I didn't know it was the second biggest rating show at that time.
It was huge.
Yeah, I remember we went to, we were in Rhode Island. We went to Rhode Island for a date. And this is when I kind of realized how big this show was. There were thousands of girls screaming like 4 of our names. And this was on like date number 2. Like
Wow.
group date number 2. And I was like, how do y'all even know who we are?
That's crazy.
And yeah, so to hear you say you were rooting, thank you,
Yeah.
for us in the bar is like, yeah, wild.
Yeah, a big part of like my content creation lore is
I love that word, like,
lore.
It's fun. Yeah,
Well, you have
lore.
crazy lore. That's why I was just thinking about your lore of like you being in the service, like you being on a reality show, you being a financial advisor, making content, like
yeah.
doing all this stuff. It really is inspiring to me because I'm someone who also like, I like to touch a little bit of everything.
For sure.
And for me, like a big part of my content creation lore was that I actually was doing on the street Bachelor content for a minute. So I was talking about you with the mic to people on the street.
Oh, come on, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in.
Yes, sir. That's the beatbox hug. A few sips in, you start hugging your boys.
I know, right? beatbox.
Well, yeah, so that's like part
That's
of my
what's
lore.
up, man. Wow.
Yeah, it's full circle moment. And
really is.
How long have you been with your girlfriend?
2 years.
2 years? Okay,
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that it was the same girl before I said this, but I saw you with her one time.
Seriously?
Yeah, and outside of Ramen Tatsuya.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys were so cute. And I was at the light and I was like, that's Big Mike. And I was like, no way.
Yeah, we went there right around like 2 years ago, like maybe like 20 months ago.
Right.
We were there. Yeah, that's so crazy.
So how does she feel about like watching you back on the footage being, falling for somebody else, and is that a conversation?
How would your girlfriend like to see that?
How would you like to see that?
But my girlfriend, she never watched the show.
Okay.
So I think that's a good thing in this regard. But people come up to me And that she knows what's going on. And the only crazy part is when girls are a little bit disrespectful.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And it's like, it puts me in such a predicament because I want to be nice, I want to be kind to fans, but at the same time, she's number one.
Right.
You know, and it's like, stop. And so they kind of just wait till she goes to the bathroom and then they run.
That's
Then they
crazy.
run out. I'm so serious. Like, we'll be at a restaurant like Ramen Tatsuya. I didn't even say it right.
Ramen Tatsuya?
Tatsuya. We'll be at a restaurant. She'll go to the bathroom, like 3 girls run over.
Wow.
And I'm like, how did y'all even know who I was? Like,
Only 3 girls ever talked to me are my mom and my aunt and my other aunt. So I don't even know what
And
that
your
would be like.
girlfriend?
Oh yeah, I am her as well. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Sorry.
yeah, I forgot. You're right, I forgot. That's so crazy though. But yeah, we've been together for about 2 years, so it was her.
Yeah. It was really adorable, and you guys were like hugging outside of the place. This was probably like a year and a half ago or a year ago.
Oh,
and that's when I realized you lived in Austin.
Yes.
And I was
yes.
like, okay, so this guy is like live and die Texas, and I
Yeah,
love that about
I'm
you.
100% live and die Texas.
Yeah.
I just told my girlfriend yesterday, she was like, when we get ready to move out of our current apartment, we're about to move into an apartment. She was like, I think I want to get a house. I know what she's saying, but I'm just letting her play with it. She's trying to, plant seeds. Those seeds are going to just keep sprouting over there.
Right.
But I'm listening to what she's saying, and we were thinking of a couple states, but it's just Texas for me.
Yeah.
I'm a Texas boy.
You're a Texas boy.
Yeah, I love the country stuff. I love the city stuff. I love our no state taxes.
Right. That's an amazing thing that I did not realize coming from the Northeast. I was like,
yeah, man. Yeah,
it's
man.
different out here.
It's different out here.
How are you enjoying your drink?
I'm loving it. I'm telling you, it tastes too good. Like,
Right?
It tastes too good. It's one of those drinks that's like, is this 11.1% alcohol by volume?
Yeah.
Really? Like, that's what it tastes like.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's good. It's also good like frozen stuff, which is something that I love to do.
best served chill. I can see it being chill.
Yeah.
Have you been to the Texas State Fair?
No, but they have BeatBox there.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, because that's like kind of how I know about it. I know about that giant statue thing there.
What's his name?
I look like him.
We got to put his name in.
It's like Billy Bob or something. Like
we got to put his name. Big Tex.
Big Tex. Yeah.
You kind of look like Big Tex. You dress like Big Tex.
Big Tex, Big Mike. I love that.
There you go, right there. I should wear a shirt, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
What is it like having people come up to you and kind of talk to you? Because one of the reasons why I wanted to talk with you is because you have like an energy that is so similar to BeatBox's, like very positive. We're a super positivity brand. We're, very sweet. You're a sweet guy.
It's funny when I'm with my guy friends because like my guy friends that I've been through this process over the years, they don't take pictures no more for me.
Right.
Like if a fan wants to take a picture, they're like, nah, you gotta get somebody else. Which I'm like, bro, come on, help me out. But they don't. But so it's okay. I just Hannah G, you know Hannah G?
Yeah.
Her husband, I was gonna say fiance, her husband was on my same season as me.
Dylan?
Yeah.
I'm a fan, bro. I told you.
I should FaceTime him right now for you.
Yeah.
And
We got to get him in a video.
in California, we go to California to get them.
He's there?
They're in San Diego.
They're both there?
Yeah.
Okay, so is
Get
our
them both in
filmer.
San
Yeah.
Diego.
He's also in San Diego.
I want Hannah G and Dylan Barber on BeatBox.
Your challenge.
California. Let's go. And they're so awesome. But Hannah G taught me something. I'll never ever forget it. She said, every time you meet a fan, ask their names first. Make sure you shake their hand and ask them a question. She taught me that. I got to give her the credit for that, and I've always done it since.
I love that, yeah.
Yeah, it's just great advice, and because sometimes when you meet a fan, they don't know what to say.
Right.
They just look at you like, and you're like, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name?" I'm
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah.
Right, so to kind of break the ice a little bit, I don't ever get tired of it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of celebrities actually have started to take the phone and take the picture themselves because it gives them a little more power over the situation.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I think is like kind of a good thing. You can move in quicker, The schedules of these people are crazy, so
I don't consider myself a celebrity. I'm just a Texas boy. That's what I'll say. Like LeBron says, I'm just a kid from Akron, Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm not nowhere near like LeBron's level, but like I'm just a Texas boy. But I had one weird experience. I was with it was one of the guys from My Wife and Kids.
Okay.
And we just so happened to be in the same bathroom at the same time. Guy bathrooms, one stall.
Right.
He broke all etiquette.
What'd he do?
Of non-talking.
He just like looked you directly in the eye.
He's just looking at me, while we're doing our thing, he just started talking. Like, me and my girlfriend watched you on The Bachelorette. I'm like, bro, come on.
That's an actual nightmare.
Not here, not now.
Right.
Like, Let's go outside. I remember Eminem.
He's like, what you got down there, bro?
I was like, no. Little Mike gets clothes. Little Mike's clothes off.
After a great chat with Mike at the bar, we felt it was only fitting to embrace Fort Worth culture in the most Texan way possible. Check this out.
Okay, so back before Uber, there was horse-drawn carriage. And since we're big on responsibility at BeatBox and getting a designated driver, we're about to run this.
No drinking and driving, but the horses got our back.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Wow, we're reversing in a carriage right now.
Thinking the horses can do everything.
This is crazy.
Horsepower.
Yeah, right?
Horsepower, there we go.
So I can honestly say this is like a first for me.
Seriously?
Well, yeah, like drinking BeatBox in the back of a carriage.
Oh, that's 100% a first. That's 100% a first.
You're like, this is my life here in Texas,
This is
man.
sick. That is so cool though.
Yeah.
It's always like my first time though.
Yeah, right?
You know, I think anything with a horse is just so good.
Right.
It's so good. Like, I just cut off my hair yesterday. I had braids.
I was gonna say, dude, we talked on the
Yeah,
FaceTime
I had
2 days
braids,
ago.
yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, earlier this week I had braids. Crazy.
Looks sharp.
Just yesterday I cut it all off. But I remember when I rode horses with braids, I was like Avatar,
Oh, dude,
trying to connect with them, you know?
that's so good. Blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
You know, for what it's worth, I am really happy that we have cars, because imagine like literally getting to a destination like this.
Oh man,
It's
crazy.
kind of crazy.
So we aren't, we're being responsible. We have horsepower. But when you're in a car and in Texas, where do you go for gas?
Where do I go for gas? I would go to Buc-ee's so I could get some snacks.
There you go, Buc-ee's.
But we're not close enough to one. So I would say we go to, wherever. We sell our drink at 7-Eleven, so I might hit a 7-Eleven, pick it up.
Dude, we're at 7-Eleven?
Yep, we're actually the #1 RTD in convenience.
Wait, say that
now.
again? RCD?
RTD. Sorry, this is
Oh, yeah,
this is
I don't know that terminology.
alcohol
RTD.
lingo.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
RTD?
ready to drink. So
Okay,
basically, drinks that you could just pull right out of the cold shelf.
Okay, RTD.
So we've been doing this thing where we're building a flavor wall, which is really cool, because what we do is we actually have all of our flavors, and I'm even losing track of how many flavors we have at this point. I think we have like at least 12, and
Nice.
we're gonna be having it like basically a flavor wall of every flavor, and it just makes this like beautiful rainbow that like fills up the fridge.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Look, while you guys are here in Texas, man, if the Mavericks do something, or if the Spurs do something, or if the Rockets do something, or the Cowboys, or the Texans, or the Rangers, or somebody does something, it should be for like the fans.
Yeah.
I would love to see, like, if Luka makes 50 points tonight, everyone gets a BeatBox or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be awesome. We do have a signature Mavs and Stars drink too at American Airlines Center. Yeah.
For real?
Yep, we're gonna be going there tomorrow night. Actually, a little spoiler alert. Tomorrow night we're going to the Mavs game, and yeah, we're gonna be
Dude,
drinking
you got
there.
the best job with BeatBox ever.
It is amazing. Yeah.
Like, seriously.
I feel extremely grateful for it. Yeah.
You're having such a full circle moment.
Yep.
You get to bring your girlfriend with you.
Yep.
Get to go to games.
Right.
Get to drink during the day.
Yeah, it's
like,
it's pretty cool. I feel really lucky, and I feel like I don't know. I never thought I would have a job that would give me this much creative freedom in my
this is
life.
awesome though.
Yeah.
You earned it.
Thank you, man. I come from corporate TV, and I'm sure you know this, having been in TV. It is like hard to. There's a lot of rules.
Yeah. Lots. God,
Yeah. So it's nice having a kind of like a blank slate.
some freedom in this.
Yeah, blank canvas, if you may. It's like it's just good.
A lot of work and a lot of hours.
Right.
lot
And
of work.
you do your own content as well.
I do mine, but this is something you don't know.
What?
So, post show, I actually created a little TV show.
Oh, really?
It's just 4 episodes, a mini-series. It was a mini-series.
Okay.
120 minutes.
Okay.
So 120 minutes of content. It was centered around women and 4 stories, mothers. It was 4 different type of mothers where these stories talked about. I'm all about self-love and mental health. That's like, I will die on that hill, just to make sure everyone feels good about themselves. Positivity, BeatBox,
Right.
positive. Sweet, as you were saying.
Yep.
And dude, those days are so long, man.
Yeah.
Like film days, oh my God. So, can't imagine. From being from corporate TV to here.
Yeah. So tell me more about that, about your series, like, because I've seen you do mental health stuff on your socials and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to do it. I just pressed forward with doing it. We won 3 awards actually.
Wow.
Or yeah, I'm like a
Your lore is crazy, man.
no, yeah. I don't speak about stuff like that though. But I feel comfortable talking to you.
Yeah.
But
I could tell you're a humble guy. I knew that since the day I saw you.
yeah,
on
I'm just
your
like
show.
I'm like yeah, I don't
Yeah, you're just real. Yeah.
because we didn't do it for none of those reasons.
Right.
Like I remember my grandma was there. She was crying, watching it because there was 4 stories of 4 different mothers. One of them was she gave up her child for adoption, and she still had the physical and mental scars, because she had a C-section. One of the mothers was a lesbian, and like how she was treated in the workforce and had to take time off. Like these stories that you wouldn't even think of or think about. One of the mothers, her stick was that she had gained weight, and she was trying to deal with dating and her relationship with her partner. And then the last mother was based off of my ex and I story a bit, from a miscarriage perspective.
Oh wow.
And so that was the last story. So
Sorry to hear that.
no worries. It happens to way too many people.
Yeah.
Way too many people it happens to. And so just 4 stories around that. We want to make women feel good, make mothers feel good, and
Dude, I mean, that's the most I could ever ask out of anybody who gets a platform, especially from something like reality TV, is like, it's hard to get that. Like, to be able to take that and use that and be like, I'm actually gonna do something that's worthwhile, like I'm gonna make this worth it, is like so cool and so selfless, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, you won the award for it, but you're not like doing this big stunt for social media and for clout, like, because I would have heard about it if you did.
Yeah, it's not that. I want your thoughts. I want your thoughts. Dude, I'm so glad cameras don't have notes.
Yeah, it's this is fun, but it is a little stinky in here.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Poor Nate is over there right next to next to the horse's ass.
Living a dream. I heard something. What's your thoughts on this? I heard that it's kind of we're like in late stage social media.
Okay.
That's the term I heard. And like on Instagram in particular, there's this aesthetic that Instagram we've liked in the past, but now it's like almost corny to do too much on Instagram in terms of like overly aesthetic, shall I say.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
Like, meaning people kind of go back to the basics of like
just being a human. Like,
yeah.
we're not Beyonce. We didn't wake up like this.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we're not Beyonce. We didn't wake up like this. Like, going back to I've really felt this talking about mental health and stuff. I'm a military guy from Texas. I was never like super like my aesthetic has to be right. And then post TV, you see numbers and numbers matter, and so it makes you think different from a different perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
It is interesting, especially just talking about, like, obviously I don't want to keep referring to your reality TV stint as all you are, because you have crazy lore that is way more impressive than anything like that. But it is crazy when you get this influx of like attention and all this stuff on social media, and then you kind of have to figure out where to go from there. And like, you can take 2 roads. You can be like, which I do see a lot of people from the show become super polished, like they only do like high-end brand deals, and you really don't get a glimpse of more of what they're about. But for you, you've always been like, your personality shines through in every video you do, which is why you're so perfect.
Which is just me smiling, like, hey.
Yeah.
Like, me being happy.
Exactly.
That's it. That's what it is for me.
Yeah. What are your guys' thoughts?
I think that's so true, and I feel like people started referring to it as like trying to trim back social media as like casual posting, like where you see a lot more like unfiltered photos and like literally just like uploading straight from like the camera.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I actually think is really cool.
Yeah.
And I feel like that has led to like a more authentic thing. I don't know.
Right.
And I've seen a lot more people like embrace posting like where like locations and like taking pictures of the things around them rather than them like being in the photo all the time.
rather than it of them and a perfectness.
Exactly. Yeah. Like posing in front of something, it's like actually this is just like what is here. And it's kind of refreshing.
Yeah. That makes me think about,
Exactly.
yeah, that's a good point. And I also think that this partly happened because of photo dumps. Because you used
So funny,
to,
they tell me
right?
that. Yeah.
Because you used to just reserve your grid space for like a hot picture of you, for the picture.
Yeah.
And now with photo dumps, people have started to like actually show the full picture of who they are, like what they're doing throughout their dump of the month type thing.
Dump of the month. Dump
Dump of the month.
That might be my next caption. Dump of the
Right.
month. This is dump of the month.
Horse just took his dump of the hour.
month.
So yeah.
Dump of the month. That's funny.
Yeah,
I like
dump
that.
of the month.
Dump of the month. That's
So yeah, I think I do like that social media is kind of going back to that. I feel like it's about time.
They say Gen Alpha, so after Gen Z, Gen Alpha will find it super cringe when your face is all over social.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not these people that say that about Gen Alpha, but like they pay attention to trends.
Yeah.
And like we're getting out of the stage of like, oh my God, look at me. You
It's
know?
like you're a millennial, right?
I'm a millennial, yeah.
So we'll always be cringe no matter what.
I know. My
By
girlfriend,
accident.
she's a Gen Z and she tells me all the time.
Yeah.
Like, Lord have mercy. Like, she's like, bro, why are you doing that? I'm like, can I live? Like, let me live. Like, damn.
I'm cusp. I'm like literally 96 is like the cusp year. So like half of it's like, or it's.
Oh, you're the cusp year? So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So my old roommate from the show, Connor,
Uh-huh.
he's
Oh yeah.
millennial, but he's like the younger half millennial,
Oh, okay.
shall I say. But you're like actually on the cusp year.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's kind of cool.
Wait, you said you were roommates.
Yeah, we were roommates.
So he's dating Jenna, right?
Yes.
Yes, I know Jenna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fun on weekdays. This is fun on weekdays.
Yeah, right?
Fun on weekdays.
She's
Let's
really
go.
cool. I met her at an event recently in Austin. Did you guys live here together or was that in New York?
No, we live in Austin together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I always pictured you living in New York, like when I was there. I was like,
I've been in New York a lot, but it just wasn't for me.
yeah, it wasn't for you.
I'm big on like, how much am I paying for rent?
Right.
Like in New York, you don't get a washer and dryer.
We should have taken that ride,
Yeah, no,
bro.
that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Literally last night before we go to bed, we turned on some Netflix. I like watching stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we turned on some lady because she said she was like, I'm in my mid-20s, and so my girlfriend's near her mid-20s, so like, let's watch that. I swear, my girlfriend was like, why is she dressed like a millennial? I swear that's what she said. I'm like, damn, come on.
It's like used as like an insult.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
That's so cool.
I remember one of the first moments when I knew it was like a different level. One of the producers said your life will forever change.
Yeah.
I was like, stop tripping.
Yeah.
We had a time in Vegas. Like we had went to Vegas for some reason, some Bachelor people and I. My hair was nappy and like 30 girls came running to me. My breath was, I didn't brush my teeth that morning. I was like, cameras in my face. I was like, oh my God. I felt terrible.
Worst
Like,
time for that to have happened.
oh my God.
Yeah, it's gotta
Is that
be.
overwhelming sometimes?
I genuinely,
Like you're like, I wish I wasn't dealing with this right now. Does that ever happen?
I've moved abroad twice since being on TV, and I've gotten recognized abroad, which is like
That's crazy.
fascinating. It's like, bro, I'm not Post Malone.
Yeah.
But I think it's a respect thing. Like, I find it to be, I changed someone's life.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I was in Dallas at a Post Malone concert, and the lady, she was going through chemo, and she was so teary-eyed, like bawling. Her husband was bawling. I started I'm like, what's going on? You know? And she was telling me that while she was in the hospital going through her chemo, she was watching me on The Bachelorette.
No way.
And my smile, my personality was giving her strength.
Dude,
I'm crying.
dude.
I'm like, ah.
That's beautiful. That's
Like, and she's no longer with us today.
oh, dude.
And I mean, I just remember talking about it when she passed, giving her testimony as well. But like, you can do something. Like you were saying earlier with your platform. None of us think this. At least most of us, I don't think that we're gonna have a platform, but you do.
Right.
You really do. Like,
Yeah. Well, you did good with yours, man. So
I
appreciate you.
I thank you.
This has been fun, dude. It's
No,
been really
it
fun.
hasn't. It hasn't. Thank you, BeatBox.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this 11.1 questions episode, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little bell notification.